Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of 60 Points. Now we're changing the format over to podcast style. So today I got a couple awesome guys here. Got a gentleman here in the booth back there named Mindwipe. He's just the guy from the UK who does a lot of Amiga stuff. Also, we got one of my best bud as well with Mindwipe, Okada from the Okada and Danny Show, which is my co-host. So today we're going to ask him a couple brief questions about a 360 arcade game called Magic the Gathering. Now, of course, this is loosely based off of the entire formula for the trading card game that was really extremely popular when it first launched in 1993. Now, what are your few perspectives of the game when you first saw the game? And what did you...
Man, I was stoked, man. I used to be a big Magic the Gathering nerd back in high school. I'd bring the cards, and my friends would all sit down and eat our lunch and play Magic. And, you know, as you get older, it's not exactly the thing to do is go into a card shop and sit down and play with, you know, either older, stinky guys that smell like they haven't, showered in a week or a month, or play with a bunch of kids that, you know, I could get the same terrible language and attitudes by sitting home and playing Halo 3. So I figured, wow, it's going to be on the Xbox Live Arcade. It's going to be a couple bucks. I'm totally in.
So you think the smell of these guys was a cottage cheese kind of smell, or was it a Munster kind of cheese?
More like a Fromunda.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty unique scent. All right, what do you think this game could be great for kids for educational purposes, like for math and subtraction and multiplication? Do you think this could be a good benchmark to teach kids or get them into learning how to count, even though they're not really realizing they are counting?
No, not at all. I mean, it's a game that it's Magic, and as far as the counting goes, yeah, you have to count how many mana you have available to pull out a specific card, or you have to count how much life you have left. But the game pretty much does that for you. You know, if you can't use a specific card, it won't be lit up in your hand. It'll kind of be grayed out. And you have the numbers on the side for your life, and it automatically calculates what gets taken off and what gets put on. So, I mean, somebody who's a real strategist, you know, they could really use, they could use the counting. Okay, if I use this many mana for this card, do this specific action, and then wait to use this instant until they pull this move, which will allow me this much life, then pull out this instant. I mean, yeah, it can go on forever, and you can really use math to your benefit there for your strategy. But for some casual gamer or for a kid, it's not really going to teach them much at all.
Just like Horde mode on Gears of War 2. Anyway, do you think I look good in a thong?
Depends on the color.
Like a light purpley gold kind of thing, kind of like how Chevrolet looked.
I'd say stick with the lime green.
Lime green?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like that green screen effect, so I can make things appear bigger than they do in the mirror. All right. So, long story short, Bud, do you think this game is worth the 360 points based on all the criteria that this game offers thus far, plus the additional content?
Absolutely. My only, I guess, gripe about the game, and it's not even really a gripe for how cheap the game is that you cannot build a deck from scratch. You have to use one of the decks that you either start out with or unlock while playing through the game, and you can add cards to it. Now, with that being said, I would have loved to have the ability to make as many decks as I wanted out of whatever cards I wanted, but I think the work that would have been involved to make that happen with all the cards that are available, I don't know if the game would have still been able to have been an Xbox Live Arcade title and have been so cheap. So I'd go buy it. If you like Magic, if you're in the CCGs, get it.
Well, there you go, folks. My personal opinion as well is I do agree with everything that was referred to in this review and also questionnaire. I believe it did offer a lot of variety as well as, the fundamentals of playing Magic the Gathering. Though they did give you those theme decks to play with, I agree with them too. I really wish they could have really provided more into the aspects of customization more than, the simplification that they put behind every card they distributed in this game. But other than that, it's a really good value. And I think everyone here would agree it's definitely worth your 360 points. Well, take it easy, folks, and stay tuned for more in the future.